There's a fight and there's a war here. Hey, what's up? Kuja. Shh, shh. Kuja. Kuja. Hey. Kuja. Hello beautiful people, wherever you are, welcome back. It's Underscore Gintu, back again to the root of today, and here we are. It's one-on-one coming out from this session. I'm starting the video from my home here to make sure that everyone is getting the real point and the concept about what is going to be held here. And here we are, guys. Much of the implementation, it has have to occur, and much of we can talk about our small pool here. It is full of water, and it doesn't leak, guys. Everything gonna be very awesome, guys. I've already started the septic tank, not the septic tank, septic hole, and it's here. People have just already redeemed, and it's the first day, guys. I don't want it to be so big here. We have to redeem inside. We have to go inside, so be with me as we are going inside. Fantastic, guys. I think they have already reached at a certain level of 5. I think it's 5 feet here because I am 6. So you can now see where I'm reaching. I think this is gonna be the septic tank, we can call it, because I want to be constructing it very fantastically. So I have to climb back because we have to make sure that I'm setting so as I can go up. I have to climb here as I go up. Wow, fantastic. Exactly. So guys, the septic tank, it's already under the digging, and I think tomorrow they're gonna be reaching where it has to go, and they should trim the sections to make sure that it's very awesome here. And also, guys, I'm gonna be adding another one here because water is over high and huge, because some people talked about begin to fence it. Guys, I fenced it using I can just show you here. I can just go in, so you can just check. I have a wire that's just outside here, a wire, and also it's a chicken wire, and we have this kind of a net, and it's twice put here to make sure that this side is covered fantastically and nothing can just protrude to this position, and also it's restricted all around to make sure that no one is tempering to come to this side. Here it's an entry door. We have a ladder that we always put here, and it's just under the work inside here. Let me go check what's ongoing to the kitchen, the chicken farming, and already people are on the segment to make sure that the chicken farming. Wow. Buddha, what's up, man? Where are you going with the, it is called the what? Water pass? Oh, you're kunjaling. Okay, no problem. Wow. We have some iron seeds here, guys. Exactly. Guys, I have nowadays, I have even ducks. Nowadays there's ducks around. Oh, chicken. Fantastic. Guys, I have a problem with the roofing here, and I have the top masons. Look at the traditional way of making sure that everything is so awesome. So guys, you can now see where we are just stepping. It's so muddy, guys. It's so muddy. So I want to make sure that we are putting here a little bit of something, and you can just check. Hey, how are you? I'm fine. Everything is good, yo? Okay. Hey, Amera. Safi. Exactly. Guys, we are placing a little bit to make sure that this place is no longer wet. A little bit. Fantastic. Wow. Oh, there's no egg. Oh, there's no. Oh, that one wanted to lay eggs. No. Stay there, focused. Focus on laying eggs. Wow. Guys, I made this kind of the traps permanent because they were bringing some heterozygous conditions here, and I have to decide that I have to make them permanent so they can just rest whenever things are not good here. And so because whenever I was using talk about the feeders here, they were putting them down every time, so you have to tie them. So I decided that I'm gonna be making sure that I'm restricting them. The chicken right now, they're so big, guys. Look at even these ones. They're so big now. Wow. Now the duck has got where now everything is so fantastic. Cannot get out from this position. Let me show you guys. Yeah. Let me take some flour here. Guys, these ones are, it's called kienyeji, the local ones. So for the ducks, has to be here. Yeah. Guys, I took one of this one here. I took it from inside there to make sure that I am breeding outside here. Fantastic. So it knows me very much. So even these ones here, sometimes they're outside here. So the duck. So, mama, hawezi kata straight.
Never.
Unataka kuzihamisha? Yeah. Oh, you got more. Yeah. Guys, I bought some wheelbarrows. Everything gonna be very awesome for the construction. You're gonna be waiting for the even spades here. Hey, only God knows. Let me check. Oh yes, took some of them outside. My helmet is here. Come on here. How are you? Are you good? Fantastic.
Unasema zilikuwa 5.
Nini hizo? Hii moja. Zimepata ngapi kwa ngapi?
Si hapa ziko 4.
4. Kuna moja iko kwa gari. Kwa sababu kuna ingine ya green hii iko hapa. Ndio ime replace.
Wewe ndio uta replace.
Direct kidogo.
My dogs, here we are. Come on, hello. Kuja. How are you? How are you, my friends? Everything is good? Wagwan. Come on. How are you? Oh, is it Wauma? Is it Wauma? Come on. Well. This one here, it is the one that was having a problem. Nowadays, come on, hello. This one was sick, guys. It ate some of this one. It ate poisonous. No. Stay tuned. Here we are. Hello. Come on. Come on, greet people. Here we are. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Exactly. So everything's so fantastic, guys. The dogs are now how many? We have 60 dogs. Yeah, here we are. 60 dogs. Fantastic. This one here now, it's very fantastic and it's growing very meticulous. Inda. Look at this. Inda. Yeah, fantastic. Let's go. Wow. This one is now the heterozygous. Fantastic. They are now going to make sure that they are checking some tumbiri. Talk about some monkeys. Kamakis, exactly. So guys, everything is so fantastic here. I've been arranging everything, and guys, much of the people are asking, Gintu, how is it going to be? And this kind of the log here today is an update of what is going to be heterozygotes here. So this one is going to be charcoal here, going to be charcoal very, very soon, because we're raining the cats or dogs every time. So we are made to make sure that this kind of the log is becoming some charcoal. Exactly. And everything gonna be very fun, guys. This is the house that we're gonna be getting out, and the plan, I have a plan already, and I can just get the plan, guys. Let me check the plan. I can just show you from the phone, and you can now know the real concept about what I want to be. So here it's the plan. You can even check it. Here it's the plan, so you can even see how it is. Let me open it widely. Guys, this is the plan, and this is the plan of the house. It's a 4-bedroom house, and it has let me put a phone somewhere here so as you can just see the real fact. So here, as you can just check from here, these are it's called to the rooftop, and I think this is from the rooftop to this position. I have a foyer, I have a first bedroom which is here, and also have a second bedroom, we have the third bedroom, we have the fourth bedroom here, and we have a dining room, we have a kitchen here, we have a dining here, we have a sitting room here, and also very many things there here, guys. And I think this kind of a plan, it's gonna be placed this way, as it's gonna be. Look at how this kind of the house is, and it's gonna be removed. So I think it's gonna be this way, because an entry, it's where the door is. This is the door, and this is the entry of the road, and this kind of the road towards there, it's gonna be shifting to the fence. And I think the way this kind of a plan is being into this phone, this is how I want it to be, because from this plan how it is, I have an entry door here, and this entry door I'm gonna be having my entry door to my house, and an entry door to talk about the big door to everyone can just use. Not that everyone will be using my door to my house, so as they can just go to the other section of my home. So I have my own, which is here, and also it's gonna be coming to the other section, because this kind of a house, it's gonna be coming to this side. I am here, so as it can be settling into this position where even this road is, until where you can just check some ballasts are. So onto that one I can just leave. Yeah. Oh, sawa. Sumwambia kuko kwa sukuma. Toto sumwambie. Mwambie apitie hapa sai. Exactly. So guys, this is the part of the plan that I'm always giving out, and the way you can now see, I've started already, because the house is gonna be here, and that's why even this log, I think this is where the house is gonna be reaching. And I want to use this kind of a tree to make sure that because I have some rooftop here, I think it's gonna be working very fantastic. Let me show you guys. Because I have a rooftop, you can just check it here. It's a rooftop here, so this way you can just go up. So if the house is gonna be this way to this ground, you can check this ground and check the plan how it is. It means that the entry gate it's from this side, and the other side it's the bedrooms. And if we have an entry gate here, it means that we're gonna be having a rooftop this side, the other side. So this rooftop gonna be coming to this tree, and that's why this tree I cannot cut it, to make sure that it's gonna be providing some shelter. And whenever people are just on the rooftop, it's gonna be very fantastic. It's gonna be applying from this side until the other side. So it's gonna be coming from this side to the other side where the ballasts are, and I think are gonna be working very fantastic. So, and to this tradition, I think it's one of the things that I can just say that in our tradition here, not that even my house, I can decide that I can operate on my own while the parents are operating on their own, but we are of the same enclosed cycle, which means that my parents cannot pass through my house while accessing, or kind of the person coming, or some cows, we have some cows which are gonna be coming, they cannot pass through my house. So we're gonna be having my house to this section here, and also we're gonna be having an entry gate for everyone, and even I wanna be having a car here. It's gonna be passing through the other gate, accessing to inside of our home. So that's how the plan gonna be reading to this position. There's a fight and there's a war here. Hey, what's up? Kuja. Shh, shh. Kuja. Kuja. Hey. Kuja. 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 Hey, where are you going, man? Come on, kuja, shh, kuja. Guys, it was a fight because I have some dogs here. Sometimes they do fight, so that's why you see my dog here. It is from fighting. Now it has been washed. Hey, what's up? Are you good? Fantastic. But don't worry, everything gonna be okay. Hello guys, wherever you're coming from, I was rescuing my dogs here because sometimes they do fight due to you know, dogs sometimes they want to shake some cucumbers anytime. So we have some demonstration of my dogs here. Like this dog here wanted to get I want a mating, and I have the black one, they want mating. So whenever they just make sure that together something gonna be coming some it resonate here, and we have to make sure that everything's so fantastic coming out from this session. If you're first time going to chat, and make sure that everything coming to you live and one-on-one from this position, keep it locked, keep it tuned, so as you can just rhyme together and make sure that everything's coming to you live. So guys, today I've talked about we have much of the miseries that have already occurred into this area, and we are saying that everything gonna be very good, as God gonna be granting us peace, and every time liberty is prevailing everywhere. So guys, I've talked about I'm already making sure that everything is just under a change and to a home system here, because even the chicken farming, I was having some miscellaneous challenges, and today I've just decided to make sure that I'm changing everything to the chicken farming and make sure that everything coming so fantastic. Here we go. And if the effect gonna be coming good, I'm gonna be telling everyone that this kind of an effect is good, and for the people who are gonna be starting the chicken farming, gonna be talking and understanding the real fact about what is being undertaken and how we have just reached with this segment of the chicken farming too. And by now the people are just talking about we're gonna be selling the roasters. The roasters are right now, we can just talk about they're $11, and whenever you want to purchase a roaster, you can just purchase in $11. And also we have the other chicken, which are just the female ones. We don't sell this one, and just for the eggs purposes. And also I've just talked about, okay, we have a shift a little bit to the chicken farming, and we have to make sure that we are changing a little bit of the system there, and make sure that we're having a very high productive rate of and the much of the yields coming out from that rate. And as far as everything is put in consideration, we're gonna be updating you what is coming on, because some of the people are asking about, hey, in this Christmas season we're gonna be having the real food on 18th December, and people want me to make sure that they're contributing to and support to make sure that the vulnerables, and always talk about the vulnerables here. We talk about, we have the aged people, we have also the widows, we have the disabled, we have the girl child put in the system to make sure that they are getting the relief food on 18th December. And we're gonna be the contribution, gonna be having a deadline on 15 for the people who want to contribute and make sure that the relief food gonna be coming to the people. Very fantastic. And also to the pads and everything like that one, sanitary wares, guys. Yesterday I finished the stock because I had only 5 cartons that had remained to the house, and I think for the people who want to contribute and make sure that we are having a new brand of the cartons that are going to be coming to every Sunday to give us our girl child. And yesterday we saw I was having much of the new YouTubers and new faces and to the platform to make sure that we are supporting them also, and also to be growing a little bit and make sure that everything is coming to you live. And next time we're going to be having going to another village to make sure that I'm surprising the vulnerables, talk about the aged people, because I think I don't know how specifically the different of the villages they look like, and talk about the vulnerables, how do they look like, if it's men or these are women, because this kind of an area we are, much of the vulnerables are women, because I don't know where the men have gone, only God knows. So to the different villages that I always go to visit, I think it's gonna be different shifts there, and I see what's gonna be prevailing. So keep it tuned, because I'm gonna be updating you. And even the fabrics, we talk about the lesos, they have already, if somebody want to purchase the lesos, somebody was asking about, no, can you convert the US dollars into Kenya shillings? One US, talk about $1 US into Kenya right now, it's 129 Kenya shillings. And if you are just sending much of the money, you can just use that rate. Right now it's 128 in terms of the rate. And also some people are asking about how can we just make sure that we are sending much of the donations and much of the money to Qatar for such kind of some 2-3 things for development, and make sure that the development is ongoing. You can just use any kind of a platform. Either you can just use a Western Union, or you can use the Limitry, or you can just use the MoneyGram, so as you can just send me the receipts, so as I can just make sure that I'm getting much of the impact from you. And also, if you want to contact me, my contact number is onto my bio up there and to my description. Make sure that you are getting the real concept about the number, and you can just hashtag me. I'm already on the talk about the WhatsApp group. It's working, or the WhatsApp is so good working, and you can just find me there and you can just roll. And everything is so scheduled, as we're going to be making sure that we're implementing much of the things that we are also having. That's why I've just told people that we have different, and how we just subject ourselves into small things. We don't have much of the hesitation and hurry about what we want to do. And that's why I'm always making sure that I'm going small, because today I've just started up, it's called a septic tank, to make sure that it's going to be, whenever I reach in terms of construction, whenever it's going to be starting, I think I'm going to be very ready, and the septic tank should be very ready and to that position. And also water is already available, and everything is just available. All the things that I was being told to make sure that I'm purchasing, I can have a little chat to make sure that everyone is getting the real concept about it, because the last time I said about the engineer was talking about some of the materials we're gonna be having onto the platform. There were 7 tippers of stones, we have 7 tippers of sand, we have 15 pieces of bricks, because the bricks are ongoing with the process, but due to the rainy season we have a problem there a little bit a challenge, but we have to make sure that we are catering for it. There's no big much of the hesitation. That's why I've just make sure that the platform of the bricks is gonna be going up to January, and I think I'm gonna be having the kiln of making sure that I'm burning the bricks in the kiln, and everything gonna be very fantastic. Yes, hi. Unataka kuku? Unataka? Oh, sasa okay. No problem. Kuna mtu wako hapa, enda mwambie kuchukulia. Ya 1000? Okay, no problem. Enda ujichagulie, mswayo kwa hapo. Exactly. So guys, I think this kind of the pieces of the bricks, I have not yet put them into the kiln so that I can just burn them, but we have to make sure that due to the rain, whenever the rain can be stopping, because even today it has rained the cats and dogs until very early in the morning here, until around 9 a.m. in the morning, it was raining. So I even whenever I was there talking about even the masons who are there to make sure that the chicken farming or the chicken farm, which is the house of the kitchen, is just making sure that it's being transformed. They came around 12 noon, so that's why even right now you can just hear them just hitting some nails there to the iron sheets. That's the biggest issue that we are having. And also I was talking about 15,000 pieces of bricks. We're going to be very good in January, and that's why I've always talked about I'm going to be starting the construction in January, and I'm going to be getting you the budget how it was. And also we have 3 tippers of ballast, and the ballast I've already brought some 3 tippers, and it's just a very fine one, and going to be very fantastic for it, because the big one, which is 3/4, it's going to be used in terms of the foundation and everything about the foundation and putting the slabs in the foundation. But we have a rooftop. A rooftop going to be having the one extra tripper of the ballast. It was so fine, which is just from the crash, so I think it was so costly in terms of this kind of the ballast. And also we have 100 cements. This 100 cements is gonna be going from the foundation until we get to the roof, to talk about to the lintel. And whenever we reach to the lintel here, we have the rooftop, which is just a veranda of the rooftop where you can just walk up to the top and walk all around. And I said about this one's gonna be 50 of them, so we have 150 cements. But by now I've paid for 100 cements whenever it comes to January. And also we have 1 roll of binding wire. Already I have that 1 roll of binding wire. 4 rolls of wall pass. I have 4 rolls of wall pass. I have 1 roll of DPC. I have it onto my position. And whenever it talks about, we have the first lintel, 14 pieces of D8. I have them already onto the position. We have 7 pieces of R6. I have them onto the position. And we have timbers. He talked about 8 by 1, 20 pieces, which is 10 feet each. And already I have some timbers that I cut the tree log. That's just you saw some people are just making sure that they're uprooting it up to make sure that it's going there, and it was cut into timbers. And I have some pieces of them, not that there are so many, but I have to look for graveria, because that one was an oak. It was a very talk about indigenous tree, and I think it was so fantastic. And my father even was born and found it there, so I am the one who has made a history to make sure that I'm removing it out from that position. So that it was an oak, and the guy need the graveria. So I think even the oak gonna be working in other sections, and the graveria ones are gonna be working to where you can just see, because we have some graverias, but due to the condition of maize fields, I don't know how we can just make sure that we are getting the graveria, but I'm gonna be purchasing outside. But I have not yet got some timbers to get the graveria, which is 8 by 1, 10 pieces, which is 10 feet per each. And also we have 6 by 1, which is 80 pieces, 10 feet each. So I have not yet got them to the position. So I have another one which I have some nails. They're talking about 1 inch. We have 2 inch. 1 inch gonna be having 1 kg of it. We have 2 inch, 2 kg, 2.5 inch, 2 kg, 3 inch, 2 kg, and 4 inch, it's 2 kg. And 4 pieces of plywood. I think this kind of the plywood are going to be used in terms of the dining, whenever they want to make some design of maybe a window. You want a window to be in a design, they use a plywood. That's why he talked about 4 pieces of plywood. And also we're going to be having the rooftop. So I think I don't know how they're going to be using, because I go with this kind of the details that has been provided with an engineer who is going to take over the game. And also we have the veranda. Now the veranda, I'm talking about the veranda pillars and everything like that one. You're going to be having 11 pieces of D8. We have 8 pieces of D10 and 8 pieces of D8. So I think those ones I have them already onto the spot. Now I just make sure that I'm sending the plan to the engineer, and he said that again to make sure that I talked about, hey bro, can you give me I said that let me do the breakdown and send send it tomorrow. So yesterday, today I've received it already. Yesterday I sent that kind of a message so as I can just get the breakdown, and it just got me the breakdown, and I was chatting. It's here, guys. I'm always reading what is there. So even it's written here labor, and it was in 12th 2024. So it's here. You can just check it. So it's all about now the labor. Talked about the labor breakdown. He said that the foundation, to excavate the foundation, because you have to have the trenches, it's gonna be costing 6,000 Kenya shillings, which is approximately, can just convert it into US dollars. It can be 6,000 divided by 128. It's 46 US dollars as for me to have the trenches of making sure that the foundation is passing through that position. And also they are talking about let me check another thing that's there. The construction of the foundation going to be 35,000. Whenever you convert the 35,000 into right now currency, it is 273 USD, and you're going to be very fantastic about that one. So 273 USD, which is for the foundation, to construct a foundation using the stones and arrange the stones. Then they put the slab so as they can be slabbed on top and be a flat slab. Are you going to be having such kind of the money which is entitled? And also we have the walling. Now whenever they reach until now, they start making sure that the walling is now starting, which is how do they call it? They have a name that they do call it in terms of starting the wall, and which is the very difficult thing whenever you have some of we can talk about this kind of the people, the engineers. Sometimes they talk about, no, we shall not put the slab or over, let's start the construction, then we shall fill on, because sometimes you're going to be having them a hat-trick because of coming again to measure and make sure that they are coming to a conclusion of getting where the specific cube was and getting the specific point of where the brick can just pass. So sometimes it be getting some heterozygote, because the first time whenever they have a construction and they just have some measurements 2 3, they have the diagonals, you know about that one, the diagonals and everything like that one, so it's going to be having some of the chaotic. So whenever it gets to now they slabbed everything, now it comes to now another English now literature to come in, because they have again to measure and make sure that the diagonals are reading. But some people are just evacuating not to put the slab so as they can go on with where the foundation was put, the stone foundation. So some people are different, so that's why you just talk about the construction of the foundation. You're going to be 35,000, which is 273 or 274 US dollars. And also whenever we talk about the walling, it's going to be the window level. Whenever they just have from down the foundation from the start, because they have to measure from the start of the bricks until they get to the window, it gets to 35,000 again, which is 274 USD. And also we have the first lintel. You know, guys, whenever they're constructing a house, they don't go with it from inside the cubes, which are inside, and also the outer wall. So the outer wall, which is the outside of the house, it's calculated on its own. So the outer wall, because they say about even here it's just written, guys, we have the window level 35,000, and which is the first lintel. And this kind of the lintel, I mean that the first wall, which is the outer side wall, which is 274 US dollars, it's gonna be having the first lintel of outside, the only outer. The outer walling, it's gonna be 15,000 outer walls. That's why even he has just written here the outer walls. And also we have up to lintel level, which is now the inside walls, up to all the inner walls that are subjecting some of the sections. There are some cubes there, some rooms there. It's gonna be costing 35,000 again, which is 274 US dollars. And also we have to the lintel now, the cube ones that are inside walling, they're gonna be getting up to a lintel, which is up to the ring beam in, and they just make sure that they are tying all the beams and everything. It's gonna be costing 30,000, which is we can just calculate it to the nearest US dollars, which is 30,000, you can just divide by 128, which is 234 US dollars gonna be needed onto this kind of we can call it the lintel and the ring beam. They call it a lintel, a ring beam. They have to make sure that the ring beam is put in a section that they have to put in some concrete. Until the concrete is put inside, it's gonna be very, very okay. And also we have above lintel wall. Whenever we have the lintel and above the wall, because it's a hidden roof, it's gonna be constructing above, like 7 courses, even 8 courses, the way they need it to be, so as they can just hide the roof. Because it's a hidden roof, it's gonna be having above the lintel wall gonna be 35,000 Kenya shillings, which is 274 US dollars. And again we have the concrete gutter, because they're gonna be having a concrete gutter that's gonna be placed on that, so as the leaking cannot be occurring. And some people are talking about if you want to make it so fantastic and stronger, you have to make sure that this kind of it's called the concrete gutter, gonna be very, very fantastic, so as the leakage cannot be happening. And the biggest aim of me to make sure that it's not leaking, it's like the Chef Matiko's house, it's not leaking, so I think it can work very properly. And also now it have got into 206k, which is 260,000. So we have the roofing and the tiling, because guys, it's gonna be coming from the foundation until it gets to the roofing. You're gonna be doing with the roofing of 40,000 Kenya shillings to put the roofing. Make sure that is just putting some parallel timbers to make sure that is nailing the iron sheets. It's gonna be 40,000 Kenya shillings, which is at least, because it's not like the Diana Kemi's house, it's not like Fellow the boy's house, which is the reason, it's just the sleeping one. So it's gonna be costing a little bit less labor and less money in terms of it. So that's why it's called, it has there to put about 40,000. If it could be the raised one, you can talk about 70, 80, 90, 100,000 per each roof. But now even some talk about some of the iron sheets. It has not broken down about the iron sheet and how many timbers going to be needed, because now whenever now they start the foundation, are going to be now discussing more about what is now next and how are we going to have the next thing coming out. And also talk about the roofing. Now is 40,000, and we can calculate the 40,000 into the real concept of the US dollars, which is 40,000 divided by 128. It's 312 US dollars about now to construct such kind of the roof. And also he was talking about we have another concept of tiling. About the concept of tiling, guys, it's gonna be having 30,000 Kenya shillings, and the total now comes to 276,000 total Kenya shillings that are just expected to have everything put in position. So I can calculate now the actual, guys. I was calculating 276,000, then you divide by 128. It's going to be coming 2,156 2,156 US dollars. It's going to be very fantastic in terms of that one. So I think it can be working very fantastic whenever we have such kind of the portfolio put together. So that is the accumulative of the arithmetics. Exactly. So guys, that's the biggest thing that we are always going on with, to make sure that everyone who is just supporting, to make sure that Gintu is constructing a castle. It's gonna be a 4-bedroom, guys, and gonna be coming very fantastic. And whoever has an appointment, talk about we are coming to Nyabuansi, so as we can just have a slimming position. I'm gonna be having the guest one, which is the fourth bedroom, and the people are just talking about Gito, I can make sure that I'm constructing that 4th bedroom until it finish. You can just get it, because even Kenge one day was talking about if you want to have a room here, you can just make sure that you are making sure that that room belongs to you. And whenever you have a guest or a guest gonna be coming, somebody can decide, talk about Ginto, I wanna construct the 2nd bedroom and they wanna be finishing until the finishing point. You can take it and make sure that everything's so fantastic. Somebody talk about, no, Kimberly has a bedroom there, bedroom number 2. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking bedroom number 2 and I construct it because of Kimberly and Bentley gonna be having their own bedrooms here. And also we have the guest gonna be having their own bedroom there. And also I have, you know, sometimes we're gonna be having a girlfriend here, gonna be having some children. So we're gonna be having even some 2-3 things and some bedroom to make sure that they are on point. And also somebody can talk about, no, Gintu, I can design and make sure that I'm going to make sure that you are dining out the kitchen. Make sure the kitchen premises is looking so fantastic. You can decide and say that, Gintu, the kitchen is mine. You can just say that. Thank you very much for everyone who is just tuned. And it was just a small recap about where I've just reached. And this is always coming out to everyone who is just tuned to make sure that you are getting the real concept and the real valid point about where are we moving to and where are we coming from. And also, guys, tomorrow I'm going to be getting you much of the point about where have we come from and where we are going in terms of this life journey where we are. So keep it tuned, keep it locked, guys, because much of the lineup is coming for you. And today we are mourning about one of we can talk about the vulnerable one woman, and she was called Mama Katarina, and she was the only person who was taking care of the disabled son, or she had, because the son got a stroke, and also he was paralyzed. He cannot talk, he cannot walk. He can just talk a little bit, but he cannot walk very fantastic. And even whenever he's just walking, one hand is just not working properly, and even the leg, because he paralyzed all over. And Mama Katarina, she was the only person who was giving food to him and making sure that he's taking care of him. Now that guy is we call him Mr. Chacha. He's just 45 years old, and he was depending on the mother to make sure they're supplementing everything. Now the mother, she has gone, and rest in peace, Mama Katarina, and now we don't have much of the say to say about it. And also the guy who is disabled was having much of the kids who are living with the grandmother. Now the grandmother is gone, so I don't know now which kind of the point are we thrown. Maybe it's an imbroglio, like now the guy who is disabled. So we are just mourning right now. Here we are, and we really say that rest in peace into the glory mighty Lord. And also, guys, keep it tuned, keep it coming, and everything gonna be coming to you live, and gonna be very, very essential. And here we are, so keep it tuned, keep it locked. Everything gonna be coming to you live, and it's one-on-one coming out from this session. Keep it coming.